Hmm. So we investigated the murder site. I think the only place now left for us is to just go into the Seamstress. Magical healing can only heal the most recent wound a character has. Okay. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Trestville is a neon-clouded oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of illegal and opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversations washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. Yeah, we gained more karma. And the Shadowrun Ram's skull. I think that's the logo of the Shadowrun universe. That's very often seen, at least. Cherry Bomb. Eric Mersman. The Reaper is a lie. I'm not going alone. Okay. Gene Parks. Wyver's Tooth. Mr. Kluver. Let's talk to Cherry Bomb. Bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouted lips and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize, save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Hey there, haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Okay, we can order some drinks, try to hit on her, because yeah, that's something she hasn't heard before. From the looks of this place, I can probably get anything I want. She eyes you up and down. I just sling booze, but the Union is known for its diverse clientele. Ask around, you'll probably find someone who can get you what you're looking for. Now, how about a drink? I don't want any of these. No! Are you... I guess soy cap. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low. The intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Hey, Shane. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. Now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think! I think plenty, Shane. Getting the PH freaking D from UV in neuro prosthetics studying under Ojeman's. And how am I paying for it? Bartending tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking him. So what do you want from me? I want what you want, a better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood... Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellew types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about the money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now boss, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on. Sorry, I got interrupted. Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you got big plans for yourself. Your pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Yeah, I think you know the answer to that. He regards you with a smirk. I do. You're independent. We're trained to spot up ROMs the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with. Yeah, I want a question. Ever heard the name Sam Watts? She not. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Okay, is she here? Looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman? With a name like Coyote? She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Reapers got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Can you tell me more about this place? Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can get anywhere else. They can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who runs this place? That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. Can't miss her. Yeah, thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutter-punks have to stick together. Okay, who was that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here, then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that, Rick. Rick Morris, man. An orc. Hey lady, got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload? You want first dibs? I'll take a look. Armor. What? Hmm. Can I even see my own armor? No. I basically think I have a item that has one armor class. We have about 1,000 yen cash. Yeah, secure clothing owned. We probably could use. I don't even know what the hell armor class does in this game. Black hat, +1 intelligence. Maybe we could buy. Secure ninja clothing. The tourist look. Just toss it on, head on out. Perfect for working in the shop. Grants intelligence +1. Armor 3. And I mean, I don't want to buy this yet. I want to see who sells something related to drones. That's my life at the moment. If we suck at drones, we're going to be sucking, no matter what we do. Jin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads, open for business, but her demeanor reads, dealer, rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower, something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. But looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Okay, shopkeepers. Machete. Smoker. A support drone that is equipped to slay a smoke trail anywhere you need it most. Yeah, Doberman, basic combat drone. They're quite expensive, almost 1,000 yen. Drone repair kits. 50. Yeah, definitely want to buy those. Repairs minimum of 10. We have a crappy weapon, but I think we're going to stay with that. I don't see a use for the smoker at the moment. So I think I'm saving money for maybe to get a better drone. Might have a use for a grenade though. We don't have the strength to throw them, so... Yeah, confirm. At least now I feel a little bit better about the drone situation. Equipment in stash. Can I equip something? Ah, you can only have 6 items? That's terrible. Okay, med kits, repair kits. Mr. Kloob. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, Troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusk and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome, please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. Have you business here? Yeah, I'm a friend of Sam Watts, you know him. Sure, everyone knew Stan. Shame to lose a part of the family. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. No, I'll be a bit more diplomatic about it. In your role here, I suppose you often escorted Sam to the door. Yes, albeit gently. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Though I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Um, I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Ooh, Johnny Clean. Noog. Mrs. Kubota. Let's talk to the owner first. No. Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusual clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eyes that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean, you knew? I am. I imagine you've seen all sorts of things in a place like this, eh? True, quite true, and I keep my mouth shut about it, too. That's the secret to keeping a job here, and staying alive in general. Gotta work, see you around. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He stumbles to himself constantly. Yeah, he mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and I shall have it. I'm honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of ketchup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Another shopkeeper. Power bolts. Heal wounds. Mana ball. Armor. Distraction. Flamethrower. Mana ball. Weaken armor. Haste. Slow. Mana fist. Killing hands. Magical resistance. Force 1. Air elemental fetish. Force 1. Air elemental fetish. Force 1. Air elemental fetish. Weapons. Spells. Conjuring cheat. What? Most basic spell every mage knows and always has handy. Powerful. Not for us. So, Mrs. Kubota. That's a fine piece of lady. Mrs. Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she is of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. Konbanwa, good evening. Are you enjoying the Seamstresses union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs. But not tempted enough. She laughs. Tell me, Omae, what is it you're looking for? Yeah, information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, eh? So I've been told. Soka. And why should I help you? Jake sent me. I'm glad to hear that Jake Armitage is alive. Again. He lives an interesting life. Very well. If Jake sent you to me, I will help you. What do you want to know? Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there. Thus, a rich tradition was born. So you were a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough yen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam, as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Hey, did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Okay, tell me about Coyote. Her face darkens. What would that I could! I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman, and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she is smart, why fear for her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work, and there's always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now, and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. So what are our options here, really? There is a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's said to require a password. Ooh, we can hack the panel. I'm leaving it alone for now. I'm hoping I can save before trying things. Okay, it didn't actually require me to do anything, so. The stuffed bear seems to be hiding something. Okay, item Nitro. Strength and willpower +2 and charisma and intellect -2 for 5 rounds. Send it to your stash. I don't like the limited inventory we have. It's very limited. Too limited. Nothing of interest. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. That is odd. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only the display on screen. Password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. Tekken 3, run brute force password crack. I guess that's an option, so we'll do it. The crack easily unhashes the password, trust no one, and you are transferred to the desktop. The computer has a basic list of applications. Okay, let's see calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Maybe we should meet Paco first and go about Delilah. Okay, contacts. Coyote's contact list has only one entry, someone named Paco. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Okay, history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading. That Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. First paper, second, third, yeah, first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Okay, inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying, "How big guns on hot women turn her on." Okay, read the diary. I'll come back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. Want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. "It's how I make cash, baby," he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash, I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses union. He still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Okay, second entry. What's the... Ooh, there's a poem on it. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave poetry to others. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter, I wouldn't be surprised. Hi Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. Another receipt. A COD receipt for a special order, 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maurice Meat Emporium, located near Pike's Place Market. There's a picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm and she's smiling. Back of the photograph has shadow scroll on it. Okay, the fourth entry. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. Safe beeps cheerfully in response and the door comes open. Frag grenade. Stash. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline, done in stylized silhouette. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. And I guess that was it. It's the diary. A machine and nothing there. There's no options for us anymore. So, at least we got something going. We need to visit Paco. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. Don't leave alone. Maurice Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Hey, did you know Jim Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with the most of the troublemakers. Around here, you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Okay. Coyote has a date with Paco at Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. Should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. Oh, yes. Ooh. 6 karma points. Take a cab to Pike Place, find and question Coyote. Is there anywhere I want to spend my karma points? 6 points would buy a lot of things. I'm inclined to get a no. We need more decking. Mark target 2 increases your chance to hit enemies. This isn't all that useful, though, so I'm saving my points for now. Okay, did you sell a Browning max power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey lady, I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy, bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. Of course, I'd expect no less. Listen, Coyote is missing, and Mrs. Kubota asked me to find her. I need to know whatever you know. Whatever Mrs. Kubota wants. I didn't realize Coyote was missing. She said she expected to encounter some kind of paranormal animal at close range. I recommended that the arrest Predator, but she couldn't afford it, so she went with the Browning Max Power. Need some hardware? What do you have? I don't think you have anything. Yeah. So, she's looking to fight a hellhound, that's what I'm getting. I guess we're done here and we're just going to have to go and meet up with this Paco character. You catch a cab from the Thursville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mocked to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many these arcologies are home, for others they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now, it's a market for all things, legal and illegal, a melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab.